O'Neill Outside is presented by Rockwell Tools.
Hello again, everyone. I'm O'Neill Williams, this morning with the top down. Welcome to the program. We were in the studio this morning and deciding what to show next, and got to looking at all these great tapes and thought, hey, let's take a look at some of them again. The first one I'd like to show you is a trip I made with Jimmy Johnson. I've been on many trips with Jimmy. He's a fantastic fishing guide, and I hear often about so-and-so went shark fishing. Hey, let me tell you something. They're big, they're strong, they're hungry, they pull. So let's you and I go on a trip with Jimmy Johnson for black tips right off the Florida coast, Florida-Georgia coast, right there. It's a really great trip. Stay right there and watch.
Hit him. Yep, you got him. That's it. Follow him, he might jump. Now you can reel. We're fishing mid-June. We first cast netted pogies, and we're fishing behind the shrimp boats. A little early in the morning. They haven't pulled their nets yet, which was ringing the dinner bell. But of course, you finagled one and got them to hit.
This is a heavy fish.
Yeah, it's huge. My guess is it's a big black tip, as fast as he ran on that initial run. We do it when we're not tarpon fishing behind these shrimp boats. It's just a great fishery, and it's like you said, it's a dependable sport for those guys that want to fight a big fish.
Using 40-pound test line, 100-pound shock leader, and about a 10-inch wire. I haven't gotten any color yet at all. I'm getting a few inches on him.
Oh yeah, there you go. Come on, let's see you, Bo.
It doesn't take but one or two of these for you to call it quits. There he is.
Oh, he's big.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's a 2.
Oh my, woo! That's what you look for. If you're shark fishing, that's the one you look for. He's high speed, just a great fish.
Okay. I got him almost turned over. No,
see that?
Quite.
I'm telling you, it just blows me away how they will not give up. We will let this fish go unharmed, but I'm just worried that I'm going swimming this afternoon.
Not here. It's June now.
Yes.
But do you do this all year?
They
or
last.
The best time?
They start in May and they last through September, October.
Okay.
You just got to hope that the shrimpers are here. That's the other thing. Sometimes you'll come out, there aren't any shrimpers out here. Unbelievable. Do you see what I'm saying? Be careful, man. I'm telling you. I'm gonna grab the leader. Okay, we caught the fish. But he will.
Be careful, Jimmy.
We're gonna let him go. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm trying to get at, though?
Yeah.
This fish is not playing. Yes!
O'Neill Outside, brought to you by Bass Pro Shops, Loyal Pet Food, Roadrunner Lures, and XGO.
Ready to do more, but work less? Meet the Works Aero Cart. It makes heavy things feel lighter than air. The secret is Aero Cart's breakthrough design. The wheels are right under the weight, so every load will instantly feel 4 times lighter. And forget this. With 2 wheels, Aero Cart has a super stable wheelbarrow. It's also a hand truck, personal forklift, rock mover, over 8 machines in one. Lift less, do more. Get your Works Aero Cart today.
Started my Camry. Picked up someone I hadn't seen in far too long. Went somewhere we'd both never been. Did something we'd both never done. And was reminded that the most important things in life aren't things, they're people.
The bold new Camry. One bold choice leads to another.
Get a low 0% APR for 48 months on a new 2015 Toyota Camry. That's 0% APR.
Toyota, let's go places.
Are you ready to go grab life by the gills? Maybe take a road trip to a place with no roads. Would you like to make an investment you know will pay off? Then you belong at Bass Pro Shops, where great gear, great prices, and the great outdoors all meet up. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here.
Loyalty is earned, not given. After countless hours of training, months of preparing, you've formed an unbreakable bond that can only be understood by a select few. Your dog is more than just a dog. He's a friend, someone you can count on, the one who will always be there for you. Reward loyalty with the only premium food made with our patented OptiCook process. Trust Loyal to give your hunting partner the maximum endurance, recovery, and digestibility on even the toughest days.
Are you using the Buckeye Mop Jig and the Spot Remover Jig? You should be. They're great baits. Buckeye lures, custom made with the finest materials, needlepoint hooks, chip-resistant paint, and premium blades. All these make Buckeye lures better than luck and have been for over 15 years. Plus, they catch fish. Look for Buckeye lures at retailers everywhere. In taking a look at some of the big fish that we've caught over the years, the first one I love to show you is a tarpon. Now, it was a Southern Link Wireless contest. The winners were there and they're catching redfish. Well, rod goes down, I think it's a redfish. I grab the rod, ends up being a tarpon. The other guys continue to fish for the balance of the day and I fight the tarpon for an hour and a half. It was a big fish, he jumped, he was mean, and he was hungry, and he was a tarpon, and it's coming up now.
I got a question for you. What is this trip?
Oh, it's a fishing trip of a lifetime. Yeah.
Right. Y'all excuse me, I got a real fish on over here.
All right.
Neil, play it through, baby.
If you had to tell people what time to come down and see you to catch what, when would it be?
Well, now if you want to come catch these bull red drum and tarpon, of course, tarpon's a summer month fish. June, July, August, September, October. But hey, these big bull red drums, August, September, October being the prime month. But look, all year round fishing here, trout and red drum, outstanding.
Let me take you through this. This tarpon weighs about 100 pounds. And you might say, O'Neill, you're spending the whole show doing this. Why don't you just go ahead and land him? Well, we're using an ugly stick tiger, which is a good heavy rod, but I'm only using 20-pound test line, and the line has already hit the anchor rope once. So I can't put a great deal of pressure on him. I've been into the fish almost 40 minutes now. Would you say that? Somewhere along in there.
There you go.
Yes, right. Now bring it right back this way.
Come
on, baby. Four on, let me tell you, son. Go get him. St. Simon's Island, red drum fishing. On these big fish, if you can keep fighting that fish with his head up this way and the line laying down his side, you can stop the fish and put maximum pressure on him for that line.
Get there, he's coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. He's a catch.
I gotta let it go. Well, O'Neill, right there, that made it a legal catch right there, didn't it?
Yep.
Well,
absolutely.
Maybe we'll be able to get this fish up for some pictures.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, this fish is still paddling strong, so it may work out or may not. But right now, congratulations.
Thank you.
I say an hour and 35, hour and 40 minutes into
Something like that. Pretty close, I believe.
I say about 100 and what, 110?
110, you're the boss.
Wow, what a nice Georgia tarpon right here, guys. Woo! There it is.
Should I say it?
Go ahead.
Fishing trip of a lifetime, baby. All right, down he goes.
Let's get him back in.
There we go. All right, there he goes.
Now the next big fish may be a little bit of a surprise to you. A big blue cat. Yes, indeed. Over in Alabama with Jeff Williams, and he makes catfish tackle. And lo and behold, a 75-pound blue cat.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Is he a good one?
A little bit different, yeah.
Good. Good. Let's get ready to get the net.
Okay.
I'm gonna get this one in right here.
Huh? I can sure see why you use braided line.
Yeah.
When they're way out there like that, You don't need any stretch, huh?
No stretch.
I want you to learn about this catfishing and give it a try. This is, it's leisurely. You don't have to be an excellent caster, if you will, but it's productive, it's fun, and it's kind of a, social thing, isn't it?
You can't, oh look.
6 or 8 guys on the boat here, huh?
Have a good time.
Oh, man.
Have a good time. The equipment doesn't cost a fortune. You can come out here and do this. Boy, that is a nice one, O'Neill. You come out here and do this, like you said, with your friends and your kids and your grandma and whoever. Let's let him do his deal right out there. Because once he gets in here, if he's not wore out, he'll beat us up. This is a great fish. This is why you come to the Wilson, Wheeler, Tennessee River area with a chance to catch fish like this right here.
Oh my goodness gracious alive.
It is an absolute monster. We got him. We got him on O'Neill outside.
What a...
People just gonna freak out when they see this, folks. You just caught the catfish of a lifetime right there.
I believe that.
You have just, catfishermen fish for a long, long time and never, ever catch anything like this.
Oh my gosh! What, 70 pounds, maybe more?
Never that big. Get on the other side of him. Let's get his fin straight up. That is.
Back up here a little bit, Jeff, so he can.
What
do you think, boys?
They got
catfishing on Wheeler in September. You've learned all about it right here with Jeff Williams, and he has taught me a lesson today. And no, truly, what does he weigh?
This fish is close to 70 pounds. I mean, he might be over 70. I don't have a scale on this boat. That is the catfish of a catfisherman.
That's the biggest I've ever caught. I caught a 63 one time at Santee years and years and years ago, but he wasn't as strong as this fish.
This fish is big. He's 70 pounds. Anyway. Okay. We are slimy now, my friend.
You did great. That's wonderful. Now, just a second here, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, I got a fish on right here.
Yeah. Get that one, would you?
Wouldn't it be wonderful if all young people had an opportunity to go hunting and fishing? Georgia Power takes the lead in that. And with that in mind, I want you to meet Andy Rouse. And Andy, tell us about what you do here.
Georgia Power here, kind enough to us to sponsor a SYC organization, State Special Youth Challenge Ministry of Georgia. And they allow us to put on a hunt here. They give us their facilities, let us use the land. They provide everything we need for these children to come in and have a
and they come from all over the place. You had 15 participants this time. With how many 15. Deer were taken?
8 deer total.
Over 50%. You have a lunch. How many acres Georgia Power provide for you for this?
Well, we have 4,000 acres here. We hunt 25 to 3,000 of it.
Okay, and this is at Plant Branch down near Milledgeville, Georgia. What a wonderful thing. What does it mean to you to have Georgia Power partner with you on something like this?
If they didn't, it wouldn't happen. And I work with them. I've been here 31 years, going on 32, and their motto is citizen wherever we serve. Well, this is proof of that. We don't just say it, we do it.
And that's well said. How many years have you been doing this?
This is our 15th year hosting this hunt here.
I met a young man that started with you about 15 years ago, didn't I?
Yes.
And he's still coming here, and he's a full-grown man now.
Exactly. We have 3 of our original hunters back with us, and we have watched them grow up. And they're all young adults, grown adults.
What a wonderful partnership. What a wonderful partnership between Georgia Power and youth hunters and volunteers like you.
And there's a lot of us that do it. It's not just me, but there's a lot of volunteers that come out and help us out here. So a lot of effort goes into it.
It's truly worthwhile, and I congratulate you. So there you are, another partnership between Georgia Power Company and Sportsman.
If you got a truck, you need to make it work like I did mine at Wild Willie's in Winder, Georgia. Wild Willie's has everything from spray-in bed liners, leveling kits, lift kits, bumpers, grill guards, winches, LED lights, window tinting, tires, wheels, and everything in between. My truck is a big part of my hunting and fishing trips, and I'm sure yours is too. So do like I did and go see my friends at Wild Willie's.
O'Neill Outside, presented by your local Toyota dealer. Southern Link Wireless. By ExploreGeorgia.org, official site of Georgia Tourism. And Wild Willie's Custom Truck Accessories.
We're showing you a number of the trips we've taken in the past, and one of the best examples of an O'Neill Outside program is when I have somebody really good, an expert, a professional that shows me, and therefore you, about catching largemouth bass. Nobody better at it than Davey Height. Caught him off that little piece of grass?
Yep, in that grass.
Mighty fine.
Beautiful fish, beautiful
yes, sir.
fish.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful fish.
Now, show us the jig and tell us how you work it. Watch this now.
You know, this is my favorite jig. It's a Buckeye mop jig, and I've won a lot of tournament on jigs in general in my career, but the Buckeye mop jig is the best jig I've ever used, and it's the best big fish jig I've ever used by far. You know, it's made out of living rubber. We'll let this fella go.
Yeah.
It's made out of thick living rubber that's got just a lifelike action in the water. You know, silicone jigs are great, and they can make great colors and very realistic looking jigs, but the living rubber in these jigs, it just has an action in the water, and it gives a lot of movement. Even when your jig is sitting still and you're not moving the bait, just seeing I wasn't moving the bait, but that living rubber, it's just kind of evolving, you know, down there, and it looks very defensive, I think. And it kind of intimidates. If you look at your jig right there, you see how it flares out? And in nature, when something is about to be attacked, it gets defensive.
Do we fish, does the average fisherman fish a jig enough?
No. You know,
very simply, no.
No is my answer, but there's always a but. You know, as a tournament fisherman, we're looking for 5 quality fish.
Okay.
And if I'm looking
it doesn't do you any good to catch 20, 12 inchers, does it?
It doesn't. And you know, if I'm taking my sons out fishing and we're recreational fishing, I want to try to catch 50, you know, if at all possible. But in tournament, it's all about 5, because that's the 5 you weigh in. So as a tournament fisherman, my answer is absolutely no, people don't use a jig enough.
Oh man, what have you
done?
done?
Look how far that fish ran. Did you
Yes.
see that? That's a nice one. Oh, that's a nice fish.
Oh boy, don't let him off. Look at that.
Boy.
That's the fish of the day right
Beautiful.
there, brother.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir. Blue-black jig. And are you letting it kind of sit there a little bit, just barely moving it?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, when it's cold, what I try to do is just twitch my line enough that I make that living rubber and that mop jig kind of flare, but not move the jig, but maybe a half inch or so.
I see.
Make it flare and just stay right there around
Really
the
looks
color.
live, doesn't
Right.
it? Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful fish.
You betcha. Great largemouth.
Now, the True Turn Tackle Tip of the Week.
I love fishing a mop jig for largemouth bass. It is truly a big bass bait. But I was fishing with someone the other day, and I'll tell you what I told him, and it'll work for you too. It was low light conditions, the sun was going down, and there was a shadow next to the stump, perfect place for a big largemouth to be sitting there. And he cast and landed right in the shadow. Now sometimes that'll get a bite for you, but I gotta tell you, more often you won't. Do this. Cast your mop jig far beyond the target, swim it up toward the shadow, kind of bump the stump maybe, and then let it fall. Make it as natural as possible. Remember, you're trying to imitate a crawfish, maybe that's on the side of that stump and swims away from it, right into the lips of a big largemouth. Cast beyond the shadow. That's your True Turn Tackle Tip of the Week. It'll work for you, and that's a good tip. O'Neill here to tell you about the Grill Grate. It's a new cooking surface for all grills, and you need one. Grill Grate panels sit on top of your grill. The bottom prevents charring flare-ups, while the valleys keep your juices sizzling and it never rusts. Grill Grate's perfect for fish, hamburgers, and steak. Nothing sticks. The Grate tool is amazing. Order the Grill Grate now. Save 10% with code OTV or call toll-free and tell them O'Neill sent you. 10% off. Call now.
Are you ready to go grab life by the gills? Maybe take a road trip to a place with no roads. Would you like to make an investment you know will pay off? Then you belong at Bass Pro Shops, where great gear, great prices, and the great outdoors all meet up. Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here.
Want to attract more deer and grow trophy bucks on your property? Well, here's a news flash. You don't have to spend big bucks to learn how. We're the Whitetail Institute of North America. We've spent decades researching and developing products specifically for whitetail deer. Call us today and we'll send you 7 Imperial Whitetail seed packets and a free copy of our Producing Trophy Whitetails DVD. All you pay is $9.95 shipping and handling. The Whitetail Institute of North America. Research equals results.
Guys, 3 letters I want you to remember before your next trip. XGO. Why? Well, in warm weather, there's nothing any more comfortable than the XGO Technical Mesh. If it gets wet, it dries almost instantly, and unlike so many others, it has AG47 silver, so it won't stain. XGO, used by our military in some of the hottest places on Earth. It will work for you. Go to proxgo.com. Outdoors.
Ready to do more, but work less? Meet the Works Aero Cart. It makes heavy things feel lighter than air. The secret is Aero Cart's breakthrough design. The wheels are right under the weight, so every load will instantly feel 4 times lighter. And forget this. With 2 wheels, Aero Cart has a super stable wheelbarrow. It's also a hand truck, personal forklift, rock mover, over 8 machines in one. Lift less, do more. Get your Works Aero Cart today.
There's more O'Neill Outside coming up. But first, let's thank our sponsors. The Grill Grate, Buckeye Lures, Boat US, Boat Owners Association, the Whitetail Institute of North America, and Nitro Boats. Now, let's join O'Neill for this week's Big Green Egg Wild Game and Fish recipe.
Have you been for redfish lately? Here's a recipe you're going to love on the Big Green Egg. Be sure and keep some of those puppy reds and cook them this way. First of all, the Big Green Egg, 300 degrees, and here's the grid, okay? I got the smooth side down at 300 degrees. Here's a nice piece of redfish, look at that. Now, the key is, listen to that, is leave the skin and scales on that side. Now this is a mixture, it's called a butter sauce. It's butter, lemon juice, simply sensational Big Green Egg seasoning, and garlic. Can't cook fish without garlic. Put it on there liberally. I'll show you what this sensational, and that's what we'll call this, sensational redfish. And it's an hour on the Big Green Egg at 300 degrees, and brush this on about every 15 minutes. You're going to love it. And here is the sensational. Catch that right there? We'll have this for lunch in an hour. Simply sensational redfish. Please give it a try. O'NeillOutside.com, BigGreenEgg.com. Recipes. We're going to end today's program with an old video from many years ago. A fabulous fisherman by the name of Mike Mobley. And we were on the Etowah River, just north of Atlanta, at a very unusual circumstance for catching stripers. And you can duplicate this in streams and dams where the water comes out of the dam all over the country. It'll be a good lesson for you. Let's take a good long look back at my friend Mike Mobley and striper fishing. For summertime in the river, the stripers will come up and find cold water, won't they?
They're going to come up, they're going to get out of these lakes, especially with a lot of the lakes that get very hot, like West Point, Harding, and all those lakes get very hot. These fish are going to hunt somewhere cool and a lot of oxygen. Well, where is that? Below the dams, where the turbines are running. A lot of them have the re-reg dams, like Georgia Powers. There's several of them. They're going to go right up in behind them. Plenty of oxygen, plenty of cool water.
Go as far as they can go.
And they're not going to stop till they get to the furthest point.
I mean,
There's been reports of
how far is it to the next lake down on the river here?
75 miles.
That's not a long trip for them, is it?
I would imagine that they would travel 100 or 200 miles. It doesn't matter.
To stay in that
cold water. As long as that water's colder as they're coming up, they're going to keep right on going.
Look for the same type of break in the water or an eddy water or something like that, like you were bass fishing, right?
Oh, that's a dandy there, boy.
Yes, sir.
That's about a 25-pounder.
Huh?
About a 25-pounder.
25, you think?
Probably. 20.
20?
I can't tell, really. You're the one up there weighing them.
I like to weigh them before they get to the boat. Ooh, boy, he's got lips.
Look what a pretty fish. We don't need to. We just need cotton ice. And we can show them. We know what we're doing. We get the gloves. We don't afraid of this big old fish. Come here, open up. That'd be nice. Come here.
Oh, he's got a pretty golden color to him in this light.
Got him hooked just right.
20-pounder, huh? Is he? Yeah, that's a 20-pounder.
You tell me. I'm coming up there and we'll see. Come on, folks. Let's go see. And I want y'all to know he stole my rod.
That's a 20-pounder, Mike. All summer long, we've been here 35 minutes, and you can still see we're just down from where we first started.
I think when it broke my line a while ago, it was bigger than that. We better get him some oxygen and let him go.
Yes, let him go. 20-pounder.
Looking good. Look at the colors.
When you come up here fish for 2 hours, what do you usually catch? 15, 18 fish?
We'd like to. We don't always. Sometimes, O'Neill, we're human. Sometimes we don't catch nothing.
I don't believe that.
Well, it says sometimes.
I hope you enjoyed the look back at some of our fishing trips, the big fish, the variety of fish, but more importantly, the people with whom we fished and the memories we built together. And you're included.